Aiko's everybody's fucking feelings. Vivi's feelings, Dagger's feelings, Aiko's feelings. Aiko doesn't have feelings, she's 6.
But she's like got this down
somehow. Despite being raised by no human beings, just a handful of Moogles off in the wilderness.
Well, we know how weird their dating rituals are. You gotta like get nuts and fly or something.
Yeah, I'm surprised that... Kupo, the way to win a man is to feed him nuts until he flies around. That's how you know he's properly aroused.
That's their Netflix and chill, nuts and fly.
Yeah. I know.
Look
at this souped up PNG.
I mean, they've come a long way.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you feed a man just the right number of nuts, he'll be loaded with sperm, but not too tired to ejaculate, Kupo.
I imagine the concept art for the food was just as delicious looking as the food looks in 15, but then this happened and the
you can only do so much.
They're just like, oh.
Granted, that's an admirable roasted fish. Rock-fisted potato stew sounds like something off that Guy Fieri menu.
I feel like he must have just played this game and was like, yeah, rock-fisted.
Rock-fisted potato stew with donkey sauce.
Momatos wants to go fishing.
Go, Momatos, I choose you.
Let's see, Mocha. Yeah. Start cooking. I don't know if those have any effect on anything.
I don't think those choices have any effect on anything, no. Grandpa, help me do this right. Oh wait, we don't believe in an afterlife.
Grandpa, help me seduce this boy who's a little bit older than I am. And
by a little bit, I mean a full decade.
And like, yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to seduce this guy?
He's kind of a dick.
Do you know what that implies? She's like, I never thought about what happens after a certain point. I just know that I want a man. I can't go into the...
No, so you gotta go to the
axis.
Left. Yeah. Aiko, you do know what happens when you seduce someone, right? Yeah, you stand close to each other. And you just like smell each other for a while.
God, I wonder what he smells like. And it just cuts to him and he's sitting there like tail looking scruffy as shit. Flies just buzzing around as
scratching his own ass with the tip of his tail.
Sniffs the tip of his tail.
Oh no.
Shrugs his shoulders and just keeps slapping at the fly that lands on his nose with his tail.
No.
Kupo.
Yep, Mog does not want you in there. You gotta go back to the Eidolon wall. Aiko's kitchen.
On fire.
Oh no!
Cut to Inferno.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I guess.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So get water for 12 people. Yeah. Potato, pumpkin bomb, lots of nuts. No.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Why would you do that to that cute little thing, too? It doesn't rhyme, Aiko.
Lots and lots of nuts. Is this just nuts and salt? Yeah, lend a hand.
Don't let the water burn.
Don't let the nuts burn in the water.
Oh shit.
We could have been rid of them. See, 9 is just a fun time. Isn't 9 just fun?
Where am I going down here?
North.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 is just fun. It's good.
Christ. What happened with 8? Like, genuinely, what happened with 8? I know 12 had a notoriously troubled production schedule, which is why it turned out not a mess, but there are clearly compromises throughout the game that you can feel. What the fuck happened with 8? Oh yeah, she might get dagger. She might want to see the Summoner's Wall.
Where is she even hanging out?
To the south.
8 was just so...
And not terrible throughout. It just it never gels, and I don't want to hang out with any of the characters ever.
I could deal with the so-so story if the gameplay was swifter and vice versa. But it was just like...
Because this gameplay is sluggish once you get into the actual combat. But everything before that and around that is wonderful. It's beautiful. The characters are a blast to be around. It's just great.
It's a very intricate little fire thing.
Someone on one of our Final Fantasy VIII videos, specifically video number 6, said, "Thanks for the PSA on BDSM."
Oh yeah? What did we even say?
We said a lot of stuff about whipping. I probably said something about how you should go to a class on how to properly use whips and other BDSM toys.
Yeah.
Because I know I said something along those lines at some point. Because the fact is, if you use that shit wrong, you're gonna hurt someone.
I can't feel my legs forever.
Yeah, basically. But hey, at least we're doing good for someone.
Yeah. Thanks, fella.
These our videos
or dog,
person,
lizard man.
It could be lizard man. Hey, thanks for the BDSM PSA.
But now,
now they're all dead.
I don't know most of these things. Me either. I'll run around here and back to you.
You know what's great about the Summoner's Wall? This game came out in 2000, which means none of these can even slightly be memes. They couldn't even cram like a joke in there anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you look real closely, there's Pepe the Frog or something.
God damn.
Which I have the feeling if they did that today, I think you gotta leave now.
Just leave.
Yeah. I have the feeling that if they made this today, there would be something in there somewhere.
It's like if I could just play a modded version of Guacamelee that replaces all
the memes.
Yeah, just replaces it with like, I don't know, literally anything else.
Oh, but you don't want the Denkus memes from 2012?
So like just... No one's paying you to do that. Why sponsor these memes? Like, why, or, you know, why advertise these memes out if they aren't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like,
exactly.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Like, I appreciate the posters in Guacamelee for all of the other indie games and the various Let's Players. Like, I think the Best Friends have a poster in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's rad. Yeah, ask Quinn for advice
She
there,
knows
folks.
she's got that taste.
Yeah.
It's like person who made the wolf meme isn't throwing you a couple bones because you're putting the wolf meme up. Like, I don't know, like, just why? And to have it show, like, when they show up multiple times, like in that, it's just like, oh my gosh, like if you hid one well, or if it was used well, right? Like, let's say you, like, it'd be really funny to make a throwback to, like, I don't know, like Doge or something, and it wasn't just fucking just there on a billboard just because.
Just because it filled out space.
Like, this town has billboard advertising, and all their advertising are memes. It's like, what?
I'm sure on the PC version, at least, someone has released a mod specifically to get rid of them memes. Phoebe, trust me, standing around thinking about how depressed you are doesn't fix shit. What you gotta do is get fucked up.
Yeah. And then break something.
Don't listen to my advice. I don't know how to deal with it. I just sit here in the dark until it goes away. Usually it lasts until I go to sleep. Don't listen to me when it comes to depression.
Gets in his battle stance.
/ groping stance.
Yeah. Who's that creep outside peeking in?
Where?
There's like just
Oh,
another
yeah.
Moogle up there. It's just like...
I think it's on watch.
Just breathing heavily.
It gets off on watching people eat.
Man, speaking of getting off on stuff, when Junkrat lights the fuse and that
Oh
one
yeah,
skit,
he has that like orgasmic quiver.
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good. He's definitely getting off on that. Like that's why, like, and then him. I imagine him and Roadhog just have this thing where Roadhog's just like, not yet.
Yeah.
No, and he's like, come on, the anticipation's killing me. I feel like in that little short, though, like you had been mentioning how they're kind of trying to rework their story and their characters.
Oh yeah, certain characters seem to be getting heavy rewrites as
And
things go on.
I feel like they're like, okay, let's just have Roadhog not say anything so that we don't build him into any direction yet.
Yeah.
Because they clearly have a vision for Junkrat, which works. Because that's just Junkrat's character, but they're like, you know...
With Roadhog, I think they might be torn, because like I said, his character description right now talks about how he's this violent psychopath, just always looking for someone else to kill. But everything else about him since the game has come out is the exact opposite of that, where he's basically a big teddy bear.
Yeah. Oh, I can control my character. Should do that. Or...
Looks like there's a chest back behind that one, too, if you go around the table.
Fuck. Stealing all this shit.
There we go.
What do you think, Dagger? I think there are a lot of books here.
There are 4.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a lot to
Oh.
you.
4, 5, 6.
So you've seen a castle library, but you still think there are a lot of books here.
Oh, I get it. You're just surprised that, oh, how do I put this politely? Someone of lesser means has books.
And is literate.
Is literate, yeah. Get woke, Dagger.
You unwoke, bitch!
Paige, what are you doing here?
I heard there was something here that could swallow me whole, and well, I'm disgusting.
Yeah, no shit, that's how evolution works. You dumbass.
Where's that pot at? Oh, am I supposed to bring her a pot?
Oh, from the kitchen.
Oh,
I mean, not the kitchen, the dining room. Thank you. Been so long since yeah, there's an exclamation point there. Been so long since I've been in a home with an actual dining room.
Yeah, that's a strange concept.
It's just kind of like, we have a big living room. You can put a table in this part, maybe. Or you can just eat in your room. Fuck it. Just looking at those crunches on the waveform.
Oh, yeah. Or sometimes when I pop my neck, I see them on there. I'm like, oh, someone's going to hear
Yeah.
that and probably get a little sick.
Mm-hmm.
Or involuntarily crack their own neck.
An Eidolon you failed to summon.
What?
We just say... Oh yeah, she said that there's a seal blocking away access to the Life tree, and they use that seal to seal away an Eidolon they failed to summon.
Let's just go back and talk to Daggerf again. Oh, hiccup. What am I supposed to do? What do they want from me? Oh,
There we go. Yeah, I guess we can go to sleep. Momatos. Of course, Momatos would tell us to go to sleep. Do you want to go to sleep? There's literally nothing else to do around here, Kupo. It's kind of a shitty existence.
You want to go to sleep? It's 3 p.m. Do you want to go to sleep?
We turn in pretty early around here. Yep, I know the feeling, Phoebe. Yep, I know the feeling, Phoebe. Sometimes I just want to stop.
What are these? How simple is it, Zidane?
Oh, is that so, Zidane? You do or you don't.
Everybody's life is based on my experiences.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Even though one paragraph before you told him he doesn't have to do things your way. But that's the way things are in Albuquerque.
Take it or leave it. But but this is how it is.
That's fine that you want to protect the people with you, Zidane, but it's not a guarantee that the location of purpose will help to assuage someone's existential nightmares, especially when you're a homunculus who doesn't know if he has a soul.
Is he gonna tell him to jerk it?
No. Think back to JoJo.
Just peeing.
Tinkle, tinkle.
Peeing in their drinking water.
Yep. Peeing in some guy's breathing straw.
And then she ran out to sneak a peek out the window.
It's huge. That little guy's hanging D. It's like whoever made him was fucking thought it would be hilarious.
I know. This is why I'm in so much pain. I have to keep it coiled up around my leg, or else it spills out under my mage's cloth.
In episode 2, technically episode 3 if you don't count the pilot as a single episode because it's split, but the second real episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, the android character, Commander Data, has sex with someone. And that raised far too many questions for my mind, none of which were ever addressed. Why would you build an android with a functioning reproductive system? Why would it be necessary for him to feel pleasure? Because he seems to enjoy it afterwards. He's leaning up against one of the tubes and he kind of kicks his leg over his knee. He would be smoking if they had cigarettes in the future. How big is Data's dong? That raises a whole other branch of questions, because because Data is modeled after the guy who made him. And so if you're building a model which is an exact simulacrum of yourself, what do you do with the dong situation?
Yeah.
Right? If you make it too big, right, let's say you are well endowed. If you make it that big, people are going to look at it and just assume you were doing yourself a favor, right? So that you go in the opposite direction? Well, no, you don't want to make it small, because then people are going to just joke and assume that that's accurate to your size. They won't give you the benefit of the doubt when it comes to the big dong. So do you split the difference and go average, even though that's not accurate? Is that fair to Data? For you to decide his dong size? Do you just leave that up to him?
I wish that's the whole story arc.
That should have been a whole story arc for Data, but they completely go right. You have to go back the way we came.
And then Data's like, why didn't you give me the true size? And then he's talking to a hologram.
Yeah, of his creator, whom he never knows, and it's like, well, Data, I hold several world records on multiple planets within Federation space. I didn't want to curse you with that, Data. I didn't want women to run shrieking from the room.